The Postgraduate Certificate on Leadership and Service Improvement, which we provide for all trainees on the training scheme, is essentially designed to equip trainees with the survival skills they need to succeed in their placements and also in their early management career. So it's basic management, leadership and service improvement. And that includes some technical skills on things like project planning, project management, the management of change, and some relational skills on working with people, working in groups and leading teams. And the aim is also to equip them to learn and to carry on learning in their future management career. Well, it's a part-time programme, and for some trainees it's their first experience of working full-time and then studying part-time on top of that. The content's delivered face-to-face through 10 days of learning events, but that's only really a part of the programme. A lot of the content's delivered through Blackboard, our virtual learning environment, and many trainees will have used a VLE before. But in a part-time programme where you're out in the workplace for 90% of your time, the VLE really comes into its own. And we use it to deliver preparatory work that trainees can do, to encourage trainees to interact with each other and with their tutors, and to do follow-up work after each of the learning events. So the VLE is a really crucial part of the overall programme. Well, the good news is there are no exams, because on the whole, exams aren't a very good way of testing the things people have learned about management and service improvement. It's wholly assessed through written workplace-based assessments, and these are pieces of work focused on a real problem for the organisation they're working at the time. We try to make them pieces of work that will be useful to that organisation, as well as useful to us in assessing their progress and their learning on the scheme. So, for example, one of the first pieces of work we give them to do is a patient walkthrough, where they choose a service area and they follow a patient through that service area, talking to the patient and others, learning about the patient's experience, and then they write that up afterwards, including ideas for service improvement in that area. I make no bones about saying that this is a high challenge, high reward programme. I've worked with trainees for 11 years and they are generally a very able group, have great capacity to learn and to progress. So we set quite high expectations of them. The other thing to say is we treat them as adult learners, and their learning is their own responsibility. So trainees will find that we don't set the boundaries of what it is that we expect them to know and demarcate the syllabus in the way they might have seen on other talk programmes they've done. In terms of actual workload, I think trainees should be expected to be doing some work every week on their learning programme, spending some time working in the evenings and some time working at weekends.